What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. You tuned in to another edition of my vlog. Thank you for subscribing, for being down with a hell of a program we got going here. You know, we're all about that motivation, and you know, we keep it pushing, man. I always tell people, I gambled my whole life. So anything I do from here on out is butter, baby, because I'm not putting my life in danger. I'm not risking my motherfucking liberties. So when the opportunity presents itself, I'm all in. I don't hesitate to make moves on the streets where a lot of people sit back and contemplate, oh my God, what if I lose my investment? Oh, what if it doesn't pan out? You know, I worked so hard. Why would I chance it? Me? Where is it at? Let's go get it. Make it happen, my nigga. Yeah, I ain't playing. Come on, holler at them. Call them up right now. Where they at? That's my attitude. I'm all about it. See, when you learn that things don't come to those who sit back on their ass, and you can't sit around thinking you're gonna get something for nothing, then you know what you gotta do. And it's not like I'm sitting here, you know, rolling the dice in Vegas, playing, you know, motherfucking baccarat or something like that, which I don't understand. But I'm actually taking calculated risk. And what I mean by that is I'm doing my homework, whether it's, you know, investing in, you know, foreign investments, commodities, whether it's, you know, trying to get involved in cryptocurrency, real estate, classic cars, artwork. You know, I do my homework and figure out what's the best fit for me. You know, talk to people who are knowledgeable in the fields I want to get involved in, and then I pick their brain. You know, I try to get all the information I can so I can figure out how I can turn my, you know, 1,000, 100,000 into 200,000 into $1 million. And, you know, that's what I hustle for. So, you know, if you're not, you know, a hustler, and if you don't really have a gambling mentality, hey man, stick to your 9 to 5. You know, don't try to put yourself out there and then get all depressed when it don't pan out. It's called an investment, and every investment has a risk. Unless you're sitting on, you know, some type of mineral rights to an oil well, and you know that's just pumping out however many barrels a day, then hey, you know, you got to get out here and take a chance. You know, not all of us have the silver spoons, not all of us got the trust funds, so you know we got to build this thing from the ground up. And you know, if that's what you're doing, hey, be about it, man. You know, be willing to make those moves. As you start seeing yourself grow and you take these chances and things pan out, you got the naysayers in the background. You got people who are gonna be like, hey man, how'd that investment go? You know, is it still, can I still get in? Nah, you can't get in. Your time has passed. You should have got in when I got in. See, I got in and took all the risk. And it's like, well, after I took the risk and you seen there was a reward, you still want the reward. You gotta take the risk with me at the time I take the risk. You can't get the reward after I done already took the risk and benefit. It's like me running up in a bank and then I come out and split the money with you while you sat at home. It don't work like that. You gotta run up in there with me. But instead of running up in the bank, you gotta run up in these motherfucking books and do your research. You gotta run up on the internet and find out the information. That's what it's about. So you gamble, gamble hard. I gamble every day trying to figure out other ways to parlay my bread into more capital. You know, I'm talking to people all the time, you know, making things happen, you know, and just trying to diversify myself so that I don't be one of those people who are, you know, saying, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. Oh, you know, I remember when somebody told me about Dunkin' Donuts when it first came out, or I wish I would have got involved in, you know, Starbucks when the stock first, you know, was first out. I had an inside hookup, or blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, don't be one of those people, man, who have all these regrets and then talk about, you know, why the next person shouldn't jump on their opportunities that they have around them. Because a lot of times, you know, just because you missed out, you want the next person to miss out, and that way you can sit around and bring that misery and have company. Well, I ain't with it. You know, my people watching this channel ain't with it. And if you about your bread, like I said, man, I gamble my whole life. And, you know, I'm still out here. You know, I took a lot of risk, a lot of chances for peanuts. for peanuts. A lot of crazy shit, you know. Motherfuckers talking about all the stuff that they put out there and done. You know, I'm not gonna put details out there, but I've done a lot of crazy things in my lifetime. And, you know, I'm not comparing myself to anybody else or, oh, I've done this, well, I'm not trying to one-up anybody. I'm just talking about me personally. But at the same time, I still keep going at it. I don't ever settle. I didn't go inside the penitentiary and come out and be like, oh, I'm just so glad that I can go and get a job. You know, and that's what a lot of people want you to have the mentality of. They don't want you to get out and shine after you done, you know, been away, you know, after you done been considered an ex-felon. You know, they don't want you to get out here and bubble, you know, pushing Bentleys and Lambos and Porsches and shit like foreign and you know, foreign exotics. They don't want you to have that because they figure, why should you have it if they don't have it? Well, you could have it if you was a motherfucking gambler, if you was about your paper. See, that's one thing, man. Being a dude from the streets and also having them book smarts, I got the best of both worlds, man. So I analyze things from both angles. I don't make no excuses, and yet I listen. You know, when I hear a motherfucker talking, he might be missing a few teeth, but you listen to the conversation, he was getting a lot of bread on the streets, and he got game. So listen to those old men and listen what they're saying, because they might be able to lace you up on something you ain't thought about. You might be sitting on a chunk of change, but you ain't making it work for you. The key is to make that shit grow, to make it bubble, build that corporation, get that trust going, protect your assets. You run around, you got all the damn cars and houses and shit, get all that shit out your name, man, put it in the trust. That way your people got something in case something happened. You know, that way you ain't left you know, with no assets if you get caught up. Be smart about yours, man. You out there gambling, man, gamble the right way. You know, do your research. You know, like I said, invest in your appearance and associate with some people who can lace you up, man. You know, sometimes you got to get rid of the, you know, the skinny jeans and the, you know, the champion sweatshirt, and maybe throw on a suit and take your ass up into one of these functions and, you know, and peep game. And I'm not saying just because they up in there, they know more than you know, because it's obvious you got game. But I'm saying you can always learn from somebody and surround yourself around people who are smarter than you, who maybe can tell you some things that you haven't experienced yet. Because life is the best experience. I don't give a damn how many books you read, how many YouTube videos you watched. Unless you lived it, you can't really talk about it. You know, you can make songs about it, you can fantasize about it, but if you ain't been in the thick of things, a lot of you motherfuckers crumble because you ain't cut like that. You know what I'm saying? In your mind you are, but I'm telling you, man, when it come face to face, ain't happening. So if you're a gambler, like I said, hey, you know, you understand the mentality. Like I said, I gambled my whole life, and I'm still out here gambling, man. But I'm gambling to win, and I'm doing smart gambling. I ain't put my life in danger, and I'm not doing no dumb shit. So be about your bread. Holler at me, bigherc916.com, and hey, stay on your hustle, man, and don't let anybody take away your shine.